She's been advised.
Mercedes, stop! You're under arrest! You're under arrest. You're not free to leave. Down on the ground.
Now you're getting charged with providing false information and obstructing.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done.
She gave a fake name, a tragic story, and one last bad decision. Today's breakdown takes us to a gas station, where a woman sleeping behind the wheel led officers down a trail of heartbreak and a whole lot of lies.
Sorry.
What are you sorry about? What are you sorry about?
I'm tired.
You're just tired.
Yeah.
And just when you think it's over, she makes a move that lands her deeper in trouble. We break down real police encounters and separate fact from fiction. This is Detective in Crime. June 5th, 2023. Officers respond to a 911 call from a gas station. A woman is reportedly asleep at the pump. Not exactly how you fill up your tank or your life. When they arrive, they find her slumped behind the wheel, surrounded by burnt foil. What starts as a routine welfare check quickly becomes a multi-felony arrest.
So, where do you live?
Huh?
Where do you live?
I live all the way in Spokane.
You live in Spokane. Kind of far. Far from home. What are you doing out here?
My fiance lives out here.
Where's that?
Right up the road.
Right up the road. So you were at his place? You guys have a breakup? Kinda? How long did you, what time did you leave there?
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago? Okay. Well, it sounds like you've been here for a little bit.
Yeah. Could I maybe get a ride home?
Well, we're working that out. Where? All the way to Spokane?
No.
Just back to his place? Are you welcome back there?
Yeah.
Okay, when was the last time you used? Just be honest with me.
Right before I got here.
Okay. Probably not the best idea if you're about to go to treatment to keep using. That wouldn't set you up for success. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay.
As officers question her, she admits she used drugs earlier that day. Her story is emotional. A rough past, a toxic relationship, dreams of treatment, and childhood trauma.
It's just hard, you know?
Oh, I know.
Like, my mom started feeding me pills when I was 8.
So you did not have a good start, right? If that's what happened. How old are you?
23.
24, you're super young. Right? What would be your ambitions in life to be successful?
I want a family.
Okay. So what about the example to any potential future kids?
Be sober.
Yes, there you go, right? Because is it fair to say you did not have a good example when you were younger?
Yeah. Not at all.
And you probably don't want to start off on that same foot if you were the one that were going to be the example for the little one? Okay. How about the guy you're with? Is he a positive role in this?
He just started using it and he just turns into, you know.
So not a good role. So you said yes, but the real answer is no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes to treatment too, but I just...
Two people who use together are not going to be successful. Make sense?
I'm sorry. I served you guys. I didn't mean to.
Well, you got a lot of people concerned, right? Wouldn't that be the case?
I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
What's your drug of choice? You know how many people are over that?
Yeah, I just lost your friend.
See? There you go. And you're talking about you have ideas about what you want to do moving forward.
I want to graduate.
Definitely, go ahead.
I want to, you know, like I want to learn
Mercedes, still going by Victoria, gets emotional. She opens up about her childhood, her hopes of breaking the cycle, her dead friend, her plan to get clean.
What's your first name?
Victoria?
Victoria.
Yeah.
It's not Mercedes?
No. That's
Okay.
my sister.
That's your sister? Is that whose car this is?
Huh? No, this is my dude's car.
It's your dude's car.
Zachariah.
Your sister's Mercedes?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're Victoria.
Yes.
What's your birthday?
Huh?
What's your birthday? 1996? What's your last name? What's your last name? You said your birthday again?
Can I grab my
78,
phone?
a different name. Not yet.
Can I grab a jacket?
Last of Smith versus Victoria.
Yeah, I see GHR.
And the date of birth is, say it one more time?
3/6/96. 3/27/96, sir.
3/27 of 96.
She claims she's from Spokane, visiting her fiancé. Then her story pivots. Her sister's name is Mercedes. Birth date, March 27th, 1996. Officers let her talk and watch the inconsistencies pile up.
If you're lying to us about your name, you're just going to add yourself a charge. The ID in the center console, which unless you're running around with your sister's ID up to no good, is you. So are you really...
I just want to make a treatment, guys. I seriously, I have to. I can't do this.
Mercedes, we can go a lot of different directions, but when you start lying to us, we can only really go one. So, you want to start over?
Please just make a treatment.
We're not saying you can't at this point, but what we're saying is, number one, we need to know who's in front of us. And you just gave me a name of somebody. If they're alive or dead, somebody might start talking about identity theft. Right? If you're trying to act like somebody else, it's identity theft. That's a felony. I'm sure you don't want to go down that direction. If you're in any trouble, if you got warrants and stuff like that, you want to just keep it at that and not add anything to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to go one step at a time here. So Mercedes, not Victoria, right? Okay. Who's Victoria?
I just need to make a treatment.
You just made that name up?
I have to. I can't keep doing this with myself.
I agree.
When are you supposed to be in treatment?
Wednesday.
Where?
It's just on mission.
Who's your probation officer?
Clock fix.
When was the last time you checked in with him? Obviously.
I got, so the one on Koza discharged me because I knew, and then the staff member, Aisha Johnson, and so I wasn't able to stay there. I got discharged. I was upset. I didn't try and get back in immediately because I was mad because I was going to be going home in a week. They let me stay there for almost the full 28 days. I was there for 10 days. I only had to be there for 14. And I got discharged for no reason because I knew a staff member. I was mad. I went back home because that's the only place I knew. I started using, and that was the last time I checked in. Todd, he understood, like, he's super cool, he really is, but I just wasn't,
You think it's been so long that you've checked in that maybe he's not being so cool right now?
I was going to call him when I get into treatment. Like, my bed date's on Wednesday. I was going to show up and I was going to call him.
You realize that there's easy ways and hard ways of doing things in life. And not working with your PO is the hard way. Because you've put us in a situation where now your PO has issued a warrant for your arrest. Now, they haven't said if they've confirmed that or not, but now you're in Yakima. I'm guessing you don't have anybody here to come get this car.
I do.
You do? Okay. Who's here that can come get the car?
Fiance.
Where's he at?
Huh?
Up the road.
Up the road?
What's he doing up the road? Okay.
I call him.
Turns out Victoria is a lie. Her real name is Mercedes. She finally admits it when caught red-handed.
That's where you were, right, before coming here?
Yeah.
Before you guys had your little dust up over using and stuff like that?
How much dope you got in the car?
Should be on one phone there. I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Open Maxis. Do you realize it's getting...
40, is there going to be anything local?
And Mercedes, we just talked about that, right? That's why I start off by trying to get you to say out loud what your goals are in life. Not so I can hear them, but
It's
so.
not a sweatshirt, dude.
Where's your sweatshirt? I'll get it. I'll get it. Hang back right here. Well, hold on. Your phone's not going anywhere just yet.
Okay, at this point you are under arrest. Don't do anything stupid. Okay, have we been cool with you? You gotta understand though, every action has an equal and opposite reaction plus some. You know, I hear that I've got a subject passed out behind the wheel of a car. It smells like, and so I have to get medical coming here because the odds of you being here in this car are actually pretty good, right? Happens all the time.
So I can't have somebody come in my car?
Well, no, we probably can arrange for that. It's probably a lot better for you than if we were to have the car towed, or not so much us, have them.
Just get to treatment.
No, you're going to have to go to jail. You're going to have to get a hold of your PO, probably from jail tomorrow morning if you can, and let him, fall on the sword, and hopefully he can confirm or is willing to let you go to treatment. But you got to understand, when you don't play by the rules, this is what happens.
She tries to play it straight now, telling the truth, explaining what she has in the car. The officer grabs her sweatshirt and warns her. She's going to jail, and it could have been worse.
Unfortunately for you, probably we intervened at this point, because if you go and you're smoking more dope, maybe today's the day that you were going to. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm fairly certain God didn't feel like I was done doing paperwork for the night, because I know I'm not.
I missed it. They say confirm.
Yeah. She's been advised.
Mercedes, stop! You're under arrest! You're under arrest! You're not free to leave! Mercedes, you're never gonna get away. You're never gonna get away. Down on the ground.
Now you're getting charged with providing false information and obstructing.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
Code 401 on
I'm
custody.
in pee.
I don't care. Stop your crying.
Sorry, I'm scared.
Too late for you.
And just when you think the drama's over, she makes a run for it. She had one shot left to make the right call, and she sprinted the other way.
We just talked about making things harder.
I'm just scared.
You definitely chose to
No,
do that.
you're being stupid.
If you want, en route to it.
Okay, I'm done.
Roll over on your side.
How do I do that? Ouch. Hold on.
Tuck your knee in.
Okay, give me that.
Come up.
Ouch.
Stand up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are. Now
I didn't mean to make you
now you're getting more charges.
I'm just scared.
You're going to get a slide on the whole lying about your name thing.
Not anymore.
Please stop.
Nope. Too late for you. Face the car. Did you give him the one in custody?
Yeah.
No, just stop twisting. I'm gonna check. Widen your feet. See the back of my hand here? In the car. I know. Yep.
You can transport her to county. I'll go let them know they can do whatever they want with this.
See the wheels sucker?
Thought she was gonna run around and get in the car. Like, oh no, we're not playing that game.
I was gonna say double back, but you were already reading the same thing.
Yeah. She's on her way to jail. What you choose to do with the car sitting at your pumps is entirely up to you.
So I have to have a code.
You don't have to do anything. What you choose to do is entirely up to you. If you don't want it sitting in front of your pumps, I think a tow truck's probably your option.
Yes,
I'll
it
have a
is.
manager.
That was a good one, officer.
I'm glad you got a front row seat to cops.
Well, it doesn't matter. So, well, no, you didn't.
I
So-
really did though.
Yeah, well.
I really need to make it to the streaming day. I'm trying, but I'm
So here's what
trying
would have
so hard to
happened.
change my life.
You would have been released on Monday on your
I
warrant.
wouldn't have been though.
Well, then now.
Never happens like that ever.
Okay, well, so in this
And
case,
I'm gonna get
you're
sent
also
back to my
being
mom's
charged
house.
with obstruction, which is essentially resisting arrest, and providing false information. When it would have been. No, I gave you a
I
chance.
need to do the streaming. I can't keep doing this.
Mercedes,
My parents, I'm gonna get released there.
I gave you a chance. Okay?
The officer doesn't sugarcoat it. She's now facing obstruction, false statements, and resisting arrest, not to mention the original warrant. Mercedes was taken into custody on an existing warrant. She was also charged with obstructing a law enforcement officer, providing false information, resisting arrest, and the car, left at the gas station. Store clerk can figure it out. Her Monday release is up to the courts now. Let's talk ratings. The officer, 5 stars. Professional, patient, but firm. Gave her every chance to come clean. Mercedes, 1 star for trying to fake her identity, run from jail, and lie her way through a felony. Which part of this case shocked you the most? The fake name, the run, or the overdose confession? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever seen someone dig themselves deeper just by talking? Let us know below. That's it for today's breakdown. Hit like, smash subscribe, and stay tuned for more body cam drama, breakdowns, and the kind of legal analysis they don't teach on TikTok. Until next time.